I'm Yolanda Kettle, and I'm playing Amy in Oil. The play itself has changed. Ella's very responsive in that sense, and she's very keen to take on ideas that you offer up and that Carrie offers up, which is so brilliant. She's not a precious writer. She's not. She obviously cares about her words hugely, as any writer would, but she's very giving, and it's a very lucky thing when someone is like that. So it has changed, and I think generally, yeah, I suppose we started with some ideas of quite a collaborative world, which has continued, but it's slowly shaped and developed into something a bit more specific and more clearly articulated. You always have, when you approach a role or when you're offered a role, you always have your ideas about how you see it, what you connect to, which always happens. You sort of feel very attached to certain moments, or you feel like you connect with certain moments, and other bits not so much. And I suppose, certainly because we go through so many different time periods, we jump through time, which is so amazing, but that has certainly been something where I kind of didn't realise there was going to be so much work in terms of deciding where Amy sat in each of those worlds, and to go from playing an 8-year-old to then playing 15 to then playing 32. I've had to really, well, Carrie's been amazing, really helpful, but it's something I've had to really think about, and I suppose something that I hadn't really, I spent a lot more time, I think, on the psychological and emotional language of it, as opposed to the actual technical aspect of, okay, what is it like to be that age, or what things can I do to help me hone into that that period of time that we're showing. So I've worked with Carrie quite a few times now, and I've done 2 straight plays, as it were, and 2 new plays. And there is a slightly different process, inevitably, with new writing, because it's looser, because it's more fluid and things can change. So the fact that Ibsen and Rattigan are dead, you can't really, kind of do what you like, and that is it. That is the play. So there is something very live about doing a new piece of writing, but in terms of the way that we approach it, there's a similar kind of method behind it, which is embedded in deep character history and background stories, so that things are really detailed and specific. You're given circumstances and where you are, where have you come from, what do you want. Carrie works a lot with intentions, objectives, so knowing from event to event in the scene what you want from that other person, and that, I think, is something that is key to a lot of Carrie's work, and what makes it so compelling, I think, because it's always actors trying to do something to the other person. And so in that respect, it's a similar approach, but obviously with the new writing, like I said, things are a bit more up for grabs. I think I hope they feel what I felt when I first read the play, which was, I don't really put it into words, it was just sort of this. How on earth has someone imagined all of this and had it in their head and been able to put this down in words and create this world and these characters and these relationships? So I hope it is like a tidal wave of amazingness, and people leave feeling inspired, empowered, thinking about their relationships with close people or their families, and I hope they laugh in places, and I hope that people perhaps think about the way they live their lives maybe a bit better.